I'm Michael Craig, author of the book, The Money Matrix Method, available on Amazon.com. Over the next 10 minutes, I want to share with you a method that I discovered that can change your financial future from the inside out practically overnight. So sit down, relax, get some tea, take some notes, and listen to every word because you're not going to get this information anywhere else. Money. What kind of reaction do you have when you see this word? Is it happiness, joyful expectancy, or hesitancy, fear, or maybe even a bit of anger? If the word money brings up negative thoughts or emotions in you, you may very well have a low capacity for money, wealth, and success. Your capacity for wealth is the seed of your success or your failure. This seed is also called your money matrix. Think of a bowl of fruit. Your money matrix is like the bowl, while your money thoughts are like fruit. No matter how many positive thoughts you put into the bowl, you still have, well, a small bowl. If you have a small bowl, you probably also have the seed of failure, limited self-worth, limited earning capacity, trouble accepting money and wealth, and very little energy or commitment to your wealth or success. The smaller the bowl, in fact, the smaller your capacity for positive money thoughts. In this analogy, it's fruit. The bigger the bowl, however, the greater the capacity to program your thoughts, or fruit, for more and more wealth. If you have a large bowl, for instance, you probably also have the seed of success, expanded self-worth, unlimited earning capacity, total acceptance of money and wealth, and a real passion and commitment to achieve your wealth and success. The key to unlocking this change in your money matrix? Decisions. Subconscious ones at that. Think of that bowl again. Your money matrix was formed when your mind was, well, very small, created by what I call your monkey mind. Your monkey mind made decisions about the size of your money matrix, then hid these decisions away for good. I guess that's what monkeys do. So basically, you have limited conscious access to these hidden decisions, if at all, but because non-achievement is intolerable to us in the Western world, or to the Western mind, we, and I'm talking about both wealthy and non-wealthy people, created a powerful myth to cover our limited access to real change, and the myth is this: everybody has the capacity for unlimited wealth and success. That's a nice statement, but here's what's so. Wealthy people usually have a joyful reaction to the words money, wealth, or success. They don't know how this feeling got there. They don't even think about it. They joyfully keep getting the same results over and over again because they're persistent, committed to wealth, and take massive action towards bigger goals and dreams, and they often succeed, even if they don't do everything right. They assume other people could do the same thing they do, if only they got off their butts, that is, and they preach using the same methods they use to get wealthy. Things like setting goals, taking action, money-making courses, and affirmation. Non-wealthy people, on the other hand, usually have a deep-seated fear or numb reaction to the words money and success. They don't know how the feelings got there. They don't even think about it. They sadly keep getting the same results over and over again because they lack a clear reason to persist. They're torn by multiple priorities. They're constantly beaten down by the results of each action. They have smaller and smaller dreams, and they often fail to succeed even if they do everything right. They assume other people can succeed, but not them, as has been their experience. In spite of all this, and as much as possible, they follow the wealthy folks' advice about things like setting goals, taking action, money-making courses, and doing affirmations. But success keeps dipping under the radar. Why try, they ask sincerely. Something's missing. Something's wrong? What's the secret? It's the same old song, and that is, life sucks. So what's the real difference in belief, that is, between wealthy folks and non-wealthy folks? Not much. Both believe in the same story, that success is for everyone. After all, this is what we've been taught for over 100 years.
Describe my discovery in the simplest terms possible, because it will reveal to you why it is true that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past, or how lofty your aims and hopes may be.
An abundant life right now, I would suggest to you that the universe intends for you to step into your greatness right now.
I believe that you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and all the time. So do it.
That last speaker, by the way, was Sadie. She's a real YouTube starlet. So what is the secret? While motivation is wonderful and is certainly needed, it will not lead you to wealth if you have a small wealth capacity, no matter how hard you try or however many success courses you take. Real wealth is made possible only by changing your money matrix to allow wealth and success into your life. Then you can take massive action, and then you will succeed. But how to do this? And don't worry, it's not painful. One thing's for sure, it won't come from chasing more money. Money and debt only ends up chasing you instead. So really, while everyone ideally has an unlimited wealth capacity, I've not found this true in a practical sense. Here's what I've found. Just as you can't change the bowl by improving the fruit, you won't change your wealth capacity by using traditional methods like hypnosis, NLP, tapping, positive affirmations, or willpower. Traditional methods like these can improve your life in many ways, but they won't affect your baseline money switches, except maybe by accident or after years of lengthy therapy. Traditional methods usually don't have access to these internal switches. They can change behavior and even modify your thoughts, but they seldom affect your deepest decisions and attitudes. So what is your definition of wealth? And I'm talking about real wealth. Is it lots of money? Freedom to do what you want and to travel? Is it good health? The love of your family and friends? Is it spiritual fulfillment? Or is it a combination of all of these things? For me, wealth means all of these things. But it was always the lots of money part that kept me stuck for so long. Like you and probably 96% of the population, I was stuck with a seed of failure firmly rooted inside me. I'm definitely not a success guru. I once had a fear reaction to the words money and success and subconsciously avoided both. I didn't know how I got these feelings. I didn't even think about it. I assumed that other people could succeed, but not me. Consequently, I kept trying to do more things to get motivated. I invested tens of thousands of dollars in money-making courses, goal-setting systems, and other methods. And while these courses were great, I could never benefit from them because of my very low wealth capacity. I stayed broke, bankrupt, and heavily in debt, but always kept looking for the next sure thing that was supposed to get me out of this hole. Does this sound familiar? Then one day I made a discovery that changed my life and blew my mind. I found a way to communicate with my monkey mind, expand my money matrix, or bowl, and change the actual decisions related to my success. I call this unique process the money matrix method. Using the money matrix method, my wife and I were able to pay off all credit card debt, pocket over $200,000 in one real estate deal, pay off the mortgages on our home and a rental property, realize a steady six-figure income, maintain good health, and spend more time doing what we love with the people we love. And this is only a few years removed from having over $100,000 in credit card debt and feeling hopelessly stuck. And while we still have our daily challenges, who doesn't, we now spend much more time enjoying life, the time we used to spend worrying about money. And you can have this too, and much more, no matter what your situation is now. The money matrix method is a simple natural technique anyone can learn and use, is based on the natural tendency of the mind to go towards greater happiness, does not involve hypnosis or subconscious programming, and locates the hidden switches that regulates your attitudes and programs about money and wealth and changes them. In other words, it's all about making the internal shift in order to enjoy doing the things that make you successful. So how does it work? The money matrix method is based on the principle that your body has a built-in lie detector you can use to get subconscious feedback. The hidden decisions found using this feedback can be accessed, they can be changed and retested, and the deeper the decisions affected, the more powerful the external results. Muscle testing, or applied kinesiology as it's called in the profession, is a way to get feedback from the body and what I call the subconscious self. Muscle testing is done by testing an available muscle while having the person make a statement like, "I'm worth $10 million, for example. If the muscle tests strong, that usually means, yes, I feel like I'm worth $10 million. If the muscle tests weaker, however, that usually means no, and $10 million for this person would be a pipe dream. Using this yes or no method, you can test and change hidden decisions about your inner worth, your ability to accept money, and your commitment to earning money. You can also change your relationships around money, and you can permanently expand your capacity for wealth and success. There are 7 critical inner decisions that form your money matrix. Believe it or not, these 7 decisions govern your ability to earn, accept, and act on money and wealth. They also affect your life in ways you can't even imagine. In fact, their influence is so subtle, you're probably not even aware of it. Each of your 7 decisions can be determined using muscle testing and the Money Matrix method. And it won't require years of therapy, and you can even muscle test yourself. So here's the deal. I've written a book called The Money Matrix Method, How to Quickly and Easily Condition Your Mind for Massive Success. You can buy it at www.moneymatrixmethod.com/Amazon for only $21.95 plus shipping, or you can get the ebook version right here, right now, for only $17. But be aware this is a limited time offer and will soon be discontinued. This book will show you step by step the rules of the matrix, how to muscle test, how to determine your number 1 limiting factor, how to get out of the success sabotage syndrome, and how to discover your real motivation and passion so you can more easily step into wealth. There has never been another book or method quite like this one. And I know I've been looking for over 20 years, and that's why I had to write this book. Also watch the video testimonials of some who have experienced this work and experienced big changes. So click on the button below to order your copy now, and thanks for watching.